Howdy folks, and welcome back to another episode of Adam's Eats. Now if you're a cheese lover, then this episode is for you. Now today we're going to make something really simple, and that's a baked Epoisses, which is a nice French cheese from Burgundy. Now traditionally when you kind of think of a baked cheese, you think of camembert, maybe a brie. But I recently came across a cheese called Epoisses, which is this cheese here, and I tried it, absolutely fell in love with it, and I thought, you know what, this is going to make a really nice, fantastic baked cheese. Now, when I say this stuff is strong, I mean it's strong. As soon as you open this up, it's going to flood your house, your flat, whatever, with the smell of pungent cheese. Now I love it, all right? It's got that already. I mean, it's still sealed, right? And I can still smell it. It's got a very pungent ammonia sort of smell because it's a wash rind cheese. So what they do is through the kind of maturing process, they'll wash the rind, and the final washing, they use brandy, so it's a really kind of pungent ammonia sort of smell. But don't let that put you off, because it's a really fantastic cheese. When you cut into it, it's gooey, it's soft, it's nutty, it's a really buttery cheese. So yeah, that's the cheese we're going to be using. What we're going to do is we're going to stud it with garlic, some rosemary, a bit of olive oil on the top, salt and pepper. We're going to bang it in the oven, and that's it. It's as simple as that. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. If you look down below in the description, you can get a list of the ingredients, and also if you press that pause button now, you can get a list of them there as well. So get your face down here so we can have a closer look at this cheese. Right, so here it is. Let's dig in and open this cheese. I'm just going to cut the cellophane off. Okay, and I'm just going to take the cheese out. You can see already it's very soft. Underneath that rind, it's going to be very creamy. That's very simple. All I need to do to prep the cheese is I'm going to take a sharp knife. I'm just going to make a few slits along the length of the cheese. Let's just kind of cut in like that. Okay, just like that. Very simply. Be quite careful because again, it's a very delicate cheese. Now what I'm going to do now is put this cheese back in this box that it came in. But before I do that, I'm going to line it with some parchment paper, just because the stuff that it came in, if I bake it in that, it's going to leak everywhere and it's going to spill all inside. So by lining it with parchment paper, we can kind of contain it. And then just take the cheese and then plop it back in, kind of carefully nudge it in, so it's in its nice, perfect little nest. And it's easy as that. And then what we're going to do is just pop that to one side, and then we're going to prep our rosemary and garlic. Right, so really simple then. Take the garlic. You just want to take off the paper on the outside. So once you've peeled it, all you need to do is just slice it sort of in half, lengthways, and then into about 4 slithers. You don't want it really fine because we're going to fish them out at the end, because you really don't want to chomp into big pieces of semi-raw garlic. Next, the rosemary. Okay, and I'm just going to take off a decent sized sprig. Just be careful with rosemary. You don't want too much because it's a very strong herb and it will overpower the cheese if you use too much. Now you'll see that it kind of comes in sections. So you've got the top there, you've got the middle, and then that bit, and then the base. And all I'm going to do is just take each section off, and I probably want about 3 pieces. Then it's a simple case of taking the Epoisses, and what we're going to do is alternate the garlic and the rosemary in these sort of slits that we've made. So I'm going to put 2 bits of rosemary in there, just sort of poke it in, and then we're going to take the garlic, do the same, just so it looks something like that. Right, so the last thing we need to do is to get the olive oil, salt and pepper on, and I've also preheated my oven to gas mark 4, ready for the cheese to go in. And in here I've got some fresh peppercorns, which I'm just going to grind up, because for some reason my pepper mill has given up. And then we're going to sprinkle some of that on the top. Again, not too much because you don't want to ruin the natural flavour of the cheese. It's just going to give it a bit of heat. And then some salt, again just a small pinch, and then just a very small amount of olive oil, and all that's going to do is just to help the flavour seep further into the cheese. And that's it, that's now ready. So I'm going to put this onto a baking sheet and we'll get it in the oven. Now you're looking to bake that in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes till it's really nice and soft and gooey. And whilst it's cooking, you can get on and prepare your veg, your fruit, your breads, or whatever it is you're having with it.
It was at this moment he knew. He f***ed up.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, I messed it up. Big time. And this part of the video is actually a week later because I've had to redo this step, and the reason why is because of this. Yeah. It just sort of exploded in the oven. Now I don't know why it did that, because I've made this before and I've baked it in the cardboard tray and it's been fine, but for some reason it just went whoosh. I managed to rescue some of it, so I did eat it, but I thought I can't present that to you guys because it's a fail. So on that, I suggest you don't bake it in the cardboard tray, but you get yourself an appropriately sized oven dish to bake it in. That way you eliminate the risk of it exploding all over your oven, and then you have no cheese. Now I've got a fresh one in the oven now, it should be ready. Follow the exact same steps as before, just make sure you put it in an oven-proof dish. So I'm going to get this one out of the oven, we'll plate it up and we'll get stuck in. Right, so here's the finished dish a week later, and all you want to serve this with is just a selection of like bread, some crackers, I've got some cucumber, I've got some tomatoes here, but you can kind of serve it with whatever you like. Now I've brought you down nice and close so you can see how gooey and lovely this cheese is. So let's go in for a dip. I've got some cucumber here, and if you look, that is just pure cheese heaven. But you can see, look how lovely that is. Let's go in. Oh man, that is just pure silk. Cheesy silk. Now the first thing you get is a big smack in the face from that real pungent flavour of the cheese, but then it just sort of mellows on the tongue. It goes buttery, and then you can really taste that garlic in there, the rosemary. It's a real robust, strong flavour, but that's why you have all these kind of salad things with it, just to kind of freshen it up, so it's not too heavy. I mean, this is enough for 2 people, easy. But am I going to eat this all to myself? Well, you guys have known me long enough to know, yes I am. Well, there we are, simple as that. That's my baked Epoisses. Yes, it was a week in the making, but we got there eventually. And it tastes blooming marvellous. Now, if you like your strong cheeses like Stilton, Camembert, Stinking Bishop, anything like that, you're gonna love this. And as always with this channel, you know that most of my recipes are easy to do, and this is simple, right? You can have this on the table in 10 minutes, a few glasses of wine. What else do you need? Well, that wraps up today's video. Thanks for watching. Give it a go. If you like what you see, then please stick a like down below. Comment, share it on Facebook, Twitter and all that malarkey. And as always, if you stick around at the end, there'll be some links to some other videos, and there'll also be a subscribe option there as well. It'll be kind of like a little circle with my mug on it. Click that and you'll subscribe. And I'll catch your beautiful faces next time for more tasty fun and frolics. And bye for now.